Hello everybody, Camelia here. Welcome back to a new sewing magazine flip through. In this video we are going to take a look at Patrones 471, if I'm not mistaken. Yes. So we are here, high summer in Spain, of course, and I'll tell you something. Here where I live is really warm. We are in the around 38 degrees every day. But yeah, I guess this is Spain in summer. So, with that being said, in this issue of Patrones, of course, we have a special holidays issue, and I'll tell you it's a little bit of a mix. But I really like the dress on the front. I'm thinking now that I just remember that I skipped the knipmode from this month. I really need to go back to that one. Anyway, let's see Patrones. Please don't forget to like the video if you enjoy it, and subscribe to the channel if you're not already a subscriber. And of course, I always enjoy reading your comments on these flip throughs, because sometimes you're saying stuff that I'm missing, and of course we are here to inspire each other. And I'm going to try to not to be really negative, but yet again I'm always telling you my really honest comments and my honest ideas and feelings about the patterns that I'm seeing in these magazines. So let's take a look. Here you can see an overview of all the patterns that we get in this issue, and of course I'm going to say again, I'm using the digital version of Patrones Magazine. You can find that in the app, the Patrones app in the App Store. You can buy single issues, you can subscribe to the magazine, the digital one. You get the all the patterns that are in the paper version, you get them for the same money also in the digital app. Only in the digital app, in the app. Only here you have to download, of course, the patterns. You download pattern by pattern, 9 A4 pages on for every pattern, and that, oops, let's go back. And you have to trace off the patterns as they are stacked on each other. Of course, you will get a code on 9 A4s. There will be a lot of tracing. There are no seam allowances included. Please keep that in mind. And for the rest, I always advise you to make a trial, especially for Patrones patterns, as I have the feeling that these ones, there are not really a lot of testing going on in these patterns. So always make a trial. Alright, so let's take a look. The first pattern of the month, I mean. It's a really, it's a summer dress, we can see it here. It's a catwalk dress. To be honest, I am not sure exactly what is going on with this dress. Of course, it's a designer dress. From what I see here on the... I'm a little bit confused about the fabrics that they are giving us as ideas. Because we see here, let's see, where is my pen? I see here something with spandex. I see here this is just a viscose or tencel. So probably a combination of these ones. I'm not sure. And I think it's a combination actually of knit fabric, and then in combination for the pleated part with just an woven fabric, something like that. It's not a dress that I'll make very fast, but anyway, it's a pretty one. Let's go on. Here we have a dress, and to be honest, I was thinking that years ago, when I was at the beginning of my sewing life and the digital sewing world was not so big, I would have been so impressed by a dress like this, with the bodice is really pretty with that color and the skirt. These days, I don't know. I'm not very impressed about this dress. I do see here some gathers, I think, at the top of the sleeve, although I see nothing here in technical drawing. And I'm also a little bit confused about and that's the problem with Patrones, because I'm not sure what we get, if we get something that is looking really a lot like what we see here in the garment, which the garment is actually a ready-to-wear garment, or if we get what we see here in the technical drawing. So for that, it's really important always to take a look at the pattern pieces. From what I see here, as you can see, there are, let's take the pen, I see here there is a pleat here, another one here, another one here, another one here, and another one here. And these 3 ones, they are going to this side, and these 2 ones, they are going to this side. So I don't really see that middle pleat that is, or maybe there should be another one here. Might be. I don't know. I'm a little bit confused. But of course, that's something really, you can see it here in the technical drawing, looks a little bit different, but something there. I think this one is made in linen. It's a pretty dress. Maybe in a more bold color it will be even prettier, because this, I find that a dress like this, at least for my taste, it will be much nicer in a little bit stronger color. It's not really the type of dress that I'll make in a white linen like this. To be honest, I think this one is also lined. From what I can see here, the bottom of her dress might be, but for the rest, yeah, it's a pretty dress. Next. Well, we know already from all what we've seen here, and if you look a little bit around in the ready to wear, that this matching top and pants we see everywhere in the also in the patterns and also in the ready to wear. And this one is a pant together with a sleeveless top. Let's see here, you can see the top has a hidden button closure, really pretty. And there is also some some combination of a princess seam in combination with a dart going on. And I'm talking about these ones here. You can see the princess seam going up like this to the armhole, and then next to it a fisheye dart. Now, to be honest, I think if you really don't want to have that dart, you could have to totally work it in that princess seam. I don't really see why they did that. Maybe just as a detail, as a design element. And to be honest, let's see if we can see. We cannot see it nowhere here. Well, in this fabric is, even if it was done as a detail, we cannot really see it. But anyway, it's a pretty top. I like it. The pants are also really simple. They are really straight pants. They are finished with the facing. We see here some really small darts, and I think there is a zipper going on here at the let's see, somewhere here must be a zipper, or maybe it's in the center back. That's also possible, but I cannot see it. Let's see. No, the zipper is on the left side. It's a nice combination. Of course, you can use for this one also linens and stuff like that. Would be also very, very nice. Next, well, here we have a really pretty green dress. This is actually, I did take a look at the patterns. This is actually, it's made as a wrap, but it's not really a wrap. The under layer is going something like this to the side, and then the upper layer, as you can see, is getting sewn here onto the waist, and we can see that in this picture. Here you can see it. You can see the under layer skirt going on here, and then the upper layer is going, you have here probably a mark to stop, and then you create this closure. I think this is really, really pretty. As you can see, that the upper part of the top is pretty fitted, is getting closed, everything is getting closed with an invisible zipper at the back. I think it's a pretty dress, definitely. I'm not sure. Let's see. I am not sure, but probably the top is double layered, something like that, as I don't really see any facings coming out there. So, or might be. I'm not sure how is the neckline is finished, but definitely could be finished with the same with the double layer. So yeah, this one is a nice one. This one is also made in linen. Another trend, of course, we see here another variation on the vest that we see everywhere these days. I like the idea of this one. Is a little bit longer and with that tie in the waist, but the only thing that I don't really enjoy in this one is the fact that it's so high here, getting close on the front. Let's see, this is what I mean here. It's really high. I think a little bit more open, it would have been nicer. There is the closure. What do they use? I think they use some press buttons or something like that. The Bermudas, the pants are also really pretty. I like the length, really nice. Also in this combination of black and white linen. Linen is everywhere these days, and I have so much linen in my stash, definitely. But yeah, I like this combination with the small adjustment that I'll make to make that that neckline here a little bit more open. And there is a tutorial, as you can see here, on YouTube somewhere. Then we get more to the even more to the summer trends, summer patterns, I should say. And we get a top here. This one is made for jerseys and for knit fabrics, of course. They used here a mesh or something like that. Of course, you can make this one in a viscose jersey or whatever, something with nice stretch. Nothing special about the top. The skirt, it's a really simple skirt. You should notice that the back of the waistband of the skirt is finished with elastic, while the front here is flat. Of course, in this is a really simple skirt. This one is made in a poplin, in a cotton poplin, of course, with some nice embroideries at the bottom. And of course, that's in the skirt like this, or with a fabric like that, pattern like this is really nice. Here we get a really crazy combination. We get a blazer. Well, oops. The blazer, you know, it's a nice blazer. We have gazillion blazers from Patrones. But what is really nice in this one here, we have, or in this picture, we get, of course, the bathing suit. And this one looks really pretty. Although I was thinking, well, the front is really easy, actually. It might be this upper part, of course. And I think you get here 2 pieces of fabric that you're putting them like this, and then everything is getting sheared or gathered and sewn into the side seam. So that was really easy. But then if I click here, let's see, if I click here and I go to the pattern, let's see, where is the pattern? You can see the pattern here. Actually, the back is really interesting, and it's a pity that we don't see a picture of this one. And I'm not sure, I did not read the instructions, how actually this back is constructed, but I think, let's see if I can back. You can see here is the same effect like in the front. So there's a lot of gathering going on there, and you have also those straps in the back. Let's see here, nice white straps also over the shoulders. So I think this would be a nice challenge to make. If I was to make something like this, I'll definitely make a toile first in viscose jersey or something with a nice, or even maybe in a cotton jersey. Something not really viscose, because I think the viscose jersey is just a little bit too much vertical stretch. Something similar you should use, or some fabric that you don't really like, some swim fabric, to make a toile before you get in all the work, you know, with a swimming. With a bathing suit like this. Then I want to, let's see, I want to move my pen here because I want to go back to the patterns. And let's see, where are they? Okay, let's see. I want to see again all the patterns. All right, where were we? Okay, so this is a bathing suit. That will be pattern number 11. Then we go here, and here we have actually a really simple shirt. Very simple, nothing exciting going on here. And with a pair of shorts, also pretty simple. There are some pockets there, and some drawstring with elastic in the waist. But of course, this fabric is just amazing. As you can see, it has all kind of little stones on it. I think these ones, they were added after the stuff was made, because otherwise I think it will be not so much fun to sew. But yeah, for the rest, these patterns are really simple. Of course, in a fabric like this would be really nice. Pattern number 14, it's an interesting skirt. And I did take a look at the pattern pieces, and I will, let's see, I will show you the skirt first. There are actually two pieces of fabric with some pleating going on there, and I'll try to show you the pattern pieces. These are the pattern pieces. As you can see, you cut two of them, if I'm not mistaken. Yes. Do you cut a double? No, you cut two of them, and then all these gathers here going on, or gathers, pleats. Probably they will say how you put them together, and then you get the skirt. So it will be this one here. I think for the sake of construction, it would be nice to give it a try. Next, what do we have? We have another shirt here, totally unnecessary, but it is here a boyfriend shirt. Okay, I'll go on. We have the pants number 16, of course, really very simple. I think these ones, they do have a little bit of a lower waist, but of course you have other options even in this issue only. Another use of great fabric or great fabric, special fabric with a really simple pattern. We have here another little skirt. It does have this one, it does have a zipper in the back. And yeah, for the rest, I don't have a lot to say about this skirt. It's just I don't know, bathing suit cover up thing. Here we have another of those how should I say, pants top combo. Very simple pair of pants. I don't know if these ones they have a zipper in the left side. There is nothing I can say about these ones. Of course, also the top, it's a really simple top here. They are so simple that I have nothing to say, can you imagine? But of course, in a crazy fabric like this, with a nice print or interesting print or whatever, they are really nice, simple patterns. Really nice, simple patterns. Let's keep it on that. Here we have something, and of course you don't get another picture of this one. This is a combination, and if you follow my channel also for other stuff that only the pattern magazines, I did make a similar suit like this with a pair of pants and a very similar shirt actually, but much nicer with a much more interesting hemline from Designer Stitch, the Wren set. Also the pants very similar, only these ones, as you can see, these ones they have no elastic. These they do. They have elastic in the back, they say here. We cannot see that unfortunately, but this is also something very on trend. A shirt, a white cut shirt like this, with a pair of pants, also with a little bit tailored with those slashed pockets. Beautiful, really nice in this fabric. It's just amazing. I love it. Again, if you use Patrones only for inspiration, there are a lot of other variation options for good patterns for this. And I have mine, the Wren set from Designer Stitch, but this is indeed something really on trend. Then we have the cover dress, which is really pretty actually. This one is made in also in a mesh or something like that. Is actually the underlayer is crepe, and then I don't think it's mesh actually. I think it's a chiffon or something like that. You can barely see here. Well, you can see really good now. To be honest, I'm a bit confused on this picture I was looking. You have actually here the belt. Well, let me make the belt better. We have here the belt, definitely. We can see the belt. Yeah, we can see the holes here of the belt. But then there is something going on. I see here a zipper or a zipper pull, and I see here also some buttons. There is a lot going on. And I'm going to go back to the, well, let's go back. Let's go to the pattern pieces. Where are they? Here we can see the suit, here we can see the dress, and the pattern pieces are here. Let's see, these ones here are the pattern pieces of the dress we've just seen. And of course you can see here, these are the pieces that are cut in crepe, you know, a little bit of the skirt, this is the top, and here you have a little bit of the upper part of the skirt actually. So there are two layers there. Something like that, I don't know. And then you have all that chiffon going on here. that is getting cut. You see there are a lot of layers. What I want to see if they really use a zipper and the buttons. They do. They use 2 buttons for the back, I suppose, for the at the neckline. Must be also a zipper somewhere. You can see here also the back of the dress. It's kind of nice. There are a lot of details in this dress, definitely. All right, let's go back. Let's go back to the patterns. Next, we have also another very pretty dress, really summery, of course. This one here, dress number 23. As you can see, it's not very bra friendly, but definitely something that you see in the young people stores these days. And I'll definitely make this one if she wants for my daughter, but not for myself. Very, very pretty. And I'm thinking maybe adding a little bit of padding in that bust area here. You know, I think for something with a bigger bust, this will be not very friendly dress. But for someone with a smaller bust size, this will be really nice, and maybe just a little bit an extra layer there, as you cannot really wear a bra with this one. Those really thin spaghetti straps, it's really pretty. There are also some gathers going on here on the hip, on the side, really pretty. And we have a zipper in the back. I can't really see it. Might be, I'm not sure. Yeah. All right, another pretty dress is dress number 24. This one is made in satin, in a printed satin. Also really pretty. There is a zipper going on here on the side, as you can see the little pull there. In this one, my advice would be to be careful how high the underlayer here is, because if it's not going, if you think, well, if it's going to blow a little wind, I'm going to get naked, I would say just make the underlayer that is coming a little bit more here to the side of your dress, and then you have a little bit more coverage underneath. All right, next we have a dress. Well, this dress I'm not really excited about. Dress number 25. It's just a tube with something going on here. This is not very flattering, so we are just going to skip ahead to dress number 26. This one is actually nice. I'm just going to bring it to the front a little bit. As you can see here, there is a lot going on. We can see there are some pockets. There is elastic in the back, and from the side seams, let's see here, I think we can see that detail somewhere. Let's see here. From the side seams you get, or not from the side seams, actually from the back here somewhere, you put the ties in, and you have some belts here, and everything is going tied on the front. So you have a little bit of fitting there in the back going on. There is also a yoke on the back here. We have a yoke in the dress, also very nice. The only thing that I'm a little bit confused, because in the garment we see in the garment here, I can definitely see some gathering going on here, but here there is no gathering. And let me see, I'm trying to see if actually this is a, no, it's a cotton sleeve. Let's see. Yeah, it's a cotton sleeve with a little bit of a wider band finish here, or it's just a wide hem. It can be, or it's an added band. But I'm not 100% convinced that if there are gathers here on the shoulder, here is actually the shoulder, is a little bit brought to the front, if these ones are gathers or it's just how the garment is sitting on her, I'm not sure. Because all these pictures, there are, one is from the back, the other one you see the waistline. You can see here the little buttons, also very pretty. But still I cannot see what is going on there at the neckline, or the shoulder line actually. Then we have a bunch of shirt dresses. We start with this white one, which is in a cotton batiste. Very pretty, with some gathers going on there on the waist. The same treatment for the sleeves. This is pretty. Well, the next one is just another boyfriend shirt. We have already a few of those. This one is a really simple shirt dress. What I like on this one, and to be honest, I think I'll just bring this all the way down to the hem. Very easy to make. I really like actually this little detail here. Do you see? They have a tie on the upper part of the sleeve and one underneath, and then you tie them together to keep everything up. This is a really pretty detail. I'll remember that. Dress number 30. Well, this one is just plain boring. I'm just going to go on this one. I really don't like it. Well, these ones are, you know, when I come to these parts here where we see only the flat ones, anyway, we know that they are not sewn by Patrones. And also these ones here, when we know that they are from the catwalk, they are really tricky because you never know how the pattern is made. But I really like the details on these shorts. All those top stitching lines here. This is just beautiful. I'm going to remember this one. I even like these big pockets. This is really, really nice. A lot of great details in a pair of shorts like this. Love them. We also get this blouse. A lot of work blouse. You should appreciate all these insertions here. Very, very nice. Actually, this one is made in a linen gauze in combination with some batiste. So that's why you can see the different layers of fabric. This will be a lot of work. Nonetheless, a nice blouse. These shorts, you can see here technical drawing. These ones are also nice, but I think I like the shirts, the jeans ones even more. We don't get a baiting, so don't get excited about that one. We do get another pair of shorts, and these ones, they are made in a fake leather. Also, these ones, these pockets, they are really nice. I think I would love to have these pockets maybe in a coat or something like that. They are really, really cool. It's a really nice detail. I don't think these ones are the perfect shorts for 38 degrees outside, but I really like the pocket. An oversized shirt here. I like the treatment of the neckline here. As you can see, normally you have the color pieces coming next to each other, but as you can see here, this one is made with a wider placket and they're going a little bit away from the center front. I like that. Also, these shorts, I really like them. I like the fluidity of them and a little bit more volume. These ones are also very, very nice. And they give here viscose as fabric and also poplin with spandex. I don't know. Gabardine would be nicer, but poplin would give definitely a different look than what we see here. A viscose would be more closer to this look. And then we get to the children's patterns. These ones are really cute. Oh, these ones are really cute. Yes, 2-4-6 years range this time. A really sweet little dress here. What is made this one? This one is made cotton, of course. Striped cotton. Then we have a really fancy one here, made in a batiste, in a cotton also. And one shoulder dress. And some really pretty ones with some rickrack and some another one here. Another designer little dress. And that was it. These are the patterns from this month. Well, if I need to make my choices, well, I would say that I really like what I did here with these two patterns. Really pretty, actually. You know, if you have the magazine, these ones are really nice. Print on print, top and shirt and pants, really pretty. There are also some really cute dresses. Cute. My daughter is using that word. Some really cute dresses. This one is also very nice with all those buttons. So dress number 26. I really love the details on the shorts. Just beautiful. And for the rest, you know, the bathing suit is nice. I would really love to see it made by someone. This top is also very nice. But yeah, it's an okay issue, I think. You know, if you are looking for a nice dress This one is also a nice dress. This one also for something really young, and you know, would be really nice. I love the detail on this sleeve. I'm going to keep that in mind. And for the rest, I'm really curious what you're going to say. So thank you so much for watching, everyone. I hope you enjoyed this one. I hope to get some time to put some knipmode magazines. Maybe I'll put the last 2 months. Well, the next one that is almost here, and June. I'll put them together in a flip through. You know, just go on really fast over them. So with that being said, please like the video. Don't forget that. Very important. And yeah, this is it. I hope to get some sewing done these days. It's my birthday Sunday, so no way I'm going to have something done for that day. But anyway, thank you so much for watching, everyone. Bye bye.